Hey guys, welcome back to another live
Hi.
stream with Psychic Shari. Talking to
Hi,
Shari.
everybody.
Glad you're here. Our special Wednesday 6 p.m. show.
Yeah.
We're going to spend the next hour and a half giving readings out to all you good folks. Shari, how's things going? Your week?
Oh, pretty pretty busy like always. I was telling
Yeah,
you, the guy's coming to finish our shower. That's the last thing tomorrow. So,
finally done. All that stress.
yeah, I'm
So
still kind of stressed over the shower. That was my big deal, the one I had the most worries over. But
yeah,
I'll just roll with. I don't even care at this point. Just do it. I don't even care if it's
get it
right.
over with. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So, what
Um,
about you? Anything exciting?
no, nothing really. You know, retired, so every day is a Saturday for me.
Yeah.
Although
That would be
that does get kind of old after a while.
I
Um,
yeah, I would think so. I get bored very easily. And that would even though I have a lot to do, but
well, it's just a matter of creating a routine for yourself. Just like
mhm.
it when I was working, I had the routine. I'd get up at the same time. I'd
Yeah.
go in. I'd eat lunch at the same time. I'd do different things during the day, roughly at the same time. Same thing here with retirement. I get up at the same time, even though I don't have to. I do. Eat lunch at the same time. I do everything. I have a schedule,
Yeah.
and that really helps.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do better. I'm with you. I do better with structure than otherwise I'd never get off the couch. I'd never take a bath.
yeah.
I'd sit in my jammies and eat and watch TV all day. So,
Nah, we don't do that. It's travel time for us, right? This is the summertime. You
yeah.
got some travel going on, right?
Yeah, the first part of August, I'm going to be out. Yeah, a couple of weeks, but not for this show. I'm only going to miss 1 week of this show.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I just to let everybody know, on the Wednesday shows, we will be off on August 5th. Every other Wednesday will be on, so it's just that 1 week. And everybody knows we're coming up on our Saturday show starts
right.
July 18th.
Hmm.
So we're going to be doing this twice a week starting that week. However, we're going to do the 18th and the 25th, and then you've got uh, the the next 2 weeks you'll be out for vacation,
Hmm.
and then we'll be doing August 15th, and then out for the August 22nd. So I mean, you don't have to write this down. We'll just
Remind you, yeah. Just kind of
hopefully,
giving everybody a heads up.
yeah. So I mean, if you got the bell icon, then you'll get notified whenever we've got a new live stream session coming up, and you'll see the thumbnail and know that it's ready. So don't worry about that, and we'll give you plenty of reminders in the next few weeks. So
Yeah. And as far as like the Saturday morning, that's going to be at 10 o'clock Eastern time. After we get through August, then it should be every Saturday after that.
yeah, right.
So
So
I just didn't look at my schedule ahead of time when we planned this. So,
yeah, well, it happens.
hmm.
I'm actually going on vacation on in October,
Yeah.
Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, and then in January with my daughter, I'm taking her to back to Disney World.
Yeah.
She's 33 years old, but she loves Disney World, so
I tell you what,
I do
when
too. So
my husband and I didn't take any grandkids. We went by ourselves a couple of years ago. Of course, we went in July and it was like 400 degrees.
ugh.
Um, but I think it's so magical. I think it's awesome, really.
It
But
just reminds me. I mean, there are rides that I rode on as a kid.
remember
That
we would go
remind,
there and they had that haunted house. I
yeah,
remember that, and it seems the same kind of.
it does. It really does. So.
Yeah, that was
All
cool.
right, enough chit chat. People are
Okay.
probably getting anxious for us, so we're going to start out some readings. I've got some things I want to share with you before we get to it. First of all, Sherry's given general readings only. She won't be addressing specific questions today. She's going to tap into your higher self and your spirit guides, and they're going to tell her what they want you to know rather than you ask them questions. If you do have questions, specific questions you need answered, or if you don't get a reading on the live stream today, then after the show, in the comments section, just type in that you'd like a reading or type your specific question, and Sherry will get back to those this evening after the show. These general readings do take a little bit more time than the Q&A types readings, so we'll try to get to as many people as we can. A couple of things. If you've got a username that has your first name in there, that's good. But if you have one that does not have your username, it's just a collection of letters and numbers, then in your request for a reading, and please actually request the reading in your comments. Don't just say hi.
I
We'll
know because
type,
I'm seeing a lot of people that say
yeah,
they're saying
hi.
hi Sherry or
And so we don't have permission to go in there and do a reading for you. So we're looking for that request from you. And also, like I say, if you don't have a username that includes your first name, then include your first name in your comment so that we can refer to you on a more personal basis than just CNG568 or whatever it
right.
is. So, all right, Sherry, you about ready?
Yeah, one thing I see a comment. She says last time I went to Disney World, it cost about $17,000 for 7 days for, for adults, three kids, and that was 15 years ago. And I believe it because I was
That's, yeah, well,
flabbergasted at how much it cost just me and my husband.
it is
It's
crazy, isn't it?
pathetic, honestly.
Yeah, I know. It was never like that, but all right, let's see what we've got. We got number one again, Kathy
All right,
Macy.
Kathy, woohoo! I feel like I should ring a bell every time she gets it.
Yeah,
Although last
we don't
week
have.
we don't know what happened last week because there were several people that thought you skipped over them, but they just didn't come up on our feed.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's
we never
there.
did figure out what happened. So
I know. I emailed YouTube and our software provider here to find out. I mean, something glitched on the link,
yeah,
between YouTube and our EVMux software, and must have missed a few. We got most of them, but we didn't get them all. But
right.
we got Kathy now.
All right,
So
Kathy,
you
here
ready
we
to
go.
go?
Let's see what your team says. You know, guides are funny. Sometimes they'll show me people on roller skates, and when they show me that, I'm like, wow, life is going to start to, be smooth for you. It's funny because with you, Kathy, they show me you on a skateboard, you know, and it's like you don't have to have two skates. You're able to just pivot. Even it's almost like they're showing me you started out with two skates and one of your wheels broke, but that's okay. You're just going to go on one. So doesn't matter what happens. There might be a few little hiccups coming up in the near future, but it doesn't matter because then you're just going to pivot. I'm asking Spirit, what area are they talking about? Something that they're talking about is maybe in the family dynamics. This might have something to do with your relatives, someone in your family. There might be, I don't want to say drama, but in all families, somebody's always seems to have something going on. And they're saying with you, Kathy, just kind of sit back, don't offer advice. And this could be even with friends at this point too. They're saying don't offer advice unless somebody asks. Um, and even it's funny, they're saying don't offer money unless they ask, that rule of thumb. So that's kind of what comes up for you. They're saying just sit back, kind of observe people. And we see you just kind of skating through life. We hope that you have some sort of a getaway planned. Um, and another thing too, they're showing me a little furry friend. Um, honestly, it came so quickly, I can't tell if it's a cat or a dog, but there might be a new little furry friend coming in to live with you soon. So, hope you like animals.
Yeah, really.
We are seeing one coming in for you. So that's your message, Kathy.
Well, it may just be a goldfish, you know. They're
Maybe.
not furry, but
That's so, yeah, that's funny. You said that I did a read, I think it was, yes, maybe it was today. I can't remember. They all blend together. And I said, even goldfish need attention. That you got to feed them, you got to clean their
yeah, you
water.
gotta do something. Yeah.
So,
So, all right, Kathy. Hope that helps you. Now we go to Doris.
all right, Doris. That's an old school name, isn't it? I love that, Doris. Reminds me of Doris Day. All right, let's see what we've got going on. First thing, your spirit guides are coming in and they've kind of got their finger under your chin and they're saying, "Come on, look up now, look up. Thing, things are starting to look up for you." And they want you to look on the bright side. The minute I said her name, Doris, I did see a beautiful sun. Whenever spirit shows me a sun, it's always, I can hear that song, "Here Comes the Sun." And it's just like a happy day. And it's time to relax. You might have been really working hard or being stressed out. And they're saying that enough is enough. Let's just let the mind calm down and even the physical body if you need to. And even if you have to take a nap during the day, do it. I like to take a little cat nap when I get home from cleaning houses, maybe if it's only a half hour. And that's what they're saying, pay attention to your body, because we see where things start to come out of your energy field. I don't know if you clear your aura, but they instantly showed me things just shooting out of your aura that don't serve you. And that's great. That's what we like to see. So this might be something that you really start to work on, is clearing your energetic field. So that's what comes up for you, Doris.
Okay. Now we move to Veronica. Welcome back.
Okay, hi Veronica. Let's see what we've got going for you. First thing that your spirit team is showing me is that the back of you, and it starts at your head, and it's like a zipper, bzz, and it just unzips all the way down the back of you. And as spirit's showing me this, I'm asking, why are you showing me this? And they're saying that you might either be doing now or getting ready to do like some inner child work and maybe going back and revisiting some childhood memories, they're saying, that have kind of hindered you in your adulthood. We all, not that you're broken, we all do that. We all have create personas. We all have things happen to us that kind of hinder us, maybe in relationships as we get older. And it feels like that you're getting ready to go on a spiritual journey where you go inward, where you do some inner child work, where you do some clearing. I don't know if you've ever had anybody do a Reiki session, a healing session on you, but this might be something that they show me you getting massages, and they show me you getting some Reiki healing done, some energy work. May not be Reiki. There's a lot of different types of energy healers out there. We do see that you might start to get into some of this stuff too. So it feels like they're actually showing me this year coming up for you a lot of different things like that, a lot of modalities. They keep flashing crystals for you too.
Hmm.
So I don't know if you're into crystals or if you go to any of these shows, where they have all this stuff, kind of like at Camp Chesterfield, Bobby. That's kind of what they're showing me
Yeah.
for her. So this is something that we see, and I gotta tell you, spirit is really pushing you into this direction. Now, of course, you have free will. You might even want to try to be like if you're not already, a healer, energy healer of your own, to where you heal not only yourself but other people. So that's really coming in for you, Veronica.
Okay. All right. Good reading. Now, Beatrice.
Okay. Hi, Beatrice. Let's see what we've got. Ah, your team is funny. They show me you sitting there like with poker hand, and they're saying, "Don't show your hand." They're saying, "Hold that up," and it feels like we're in the job arena, and it feels as if they're saying, "How do we say this, Irene?" It's like I feel like it's a wager back and forth, like somebody, like an offer. Thank you. Like somebody might offer something, and you say, okay, well, maybe this or maybe that. But they're just saying, don't show your hand. Don't let them know what you're thinking, so to speak. Be more strategic, I guess, is what they're saying. And this is pertaining into the work arena. Um, and they said, it's so funny. Your team is saying, have her work on her poker face, and we love that because it tells me that you're probably not a really good liar either. Because some people who can lie really well, they have good poker faces. We're not seeing you having a good poker face, and that spirit says you might want to kind of work on that, and it might have something to do with the job that you're doing right now. So that's what comes up for you. They also want me to tell you real quick, you are starting to see the seeds that you have planted in the past. You know, you've heard me 1,000 times. We create our world. We're living right now what we created in the past. And they're saying yours is really starting to bloom. So the seeds that you have planted in the past, they're starting to come to, starting to blossom and really take off. So good for you, Beatrice.
Yeah, good. All right, now we'll just move on to Miss Mangled Unicorn. I believe this is Jax.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got going on. Hi, Jax. Let's see what we've got. It's funny they show me her giggling, um, kind of like under her breath. Um, Spirit loves your sense of humor. Um, and sometimes we don't even have to broadcast it. It's kind of what goes on in your head. Spirit's showing me they like kind of the chaos that what's going on in your head. You're kind of fun. They're also showing me a pen and paper in your hand and writing things down. And of course, everybody's always like, oh, let's journal. But this kind of is write down things you're grateful for. They want you to kind of rewire the brain. Um, when we have, I'll give you an example. They're dropping everything in my head at once, and this is the only way I can explain it. Like, let's say I wake up and then instantly I just might be in a bad mood. Like, for no reason at all, because I got a lot of time on my hands in my head. I'll be in the shower and I might think of something I might just think of something that hadn't even happened, but it's that emotion that's wanting to come up. It's not so much what you're thinking. They're saying pay attention to the emotion that you're feeling. Of course, if, somebody breaks up with you, of course you're going to feel sad. We're talking about random emotions. These are the ones they really want you to pay attention to, because these are the ones that are coming up and they're ready to come up and out. People think that if they feel undesirable emotions, it will give them more power, and that's not the truth. It won't make that feeling stronger. It actually makes it kind of dissolve. Now, it'll come back again, that's for sure, but that's what they're talking about with you, Jax, is kind of monitor the emotions. And you can even write a journal at the end of the day. Boy, I felt angry all day today, and I really don't know why. The more you ask, they're just saying you're going to be doing a lot of soul searching. Um, and it feels like you would be a really good teacher too. And even for younger children, I'm not talking about regular school work. I'm talking about having them express their emotions. So that might be something that comes up, and that could be way further down the road. Sometimes Spirit likes me to plant the seeds. So that comes up for Jax.
Okay.
Are you getting ready to fall asleep, Bobby? I saw where you wanted to yawn. Or is it your
Yeah.
head? You got a headache or something?
Yeah, I've had a headache. I think it's an allergy headache all day. I don't know
We
what it
were
is.
I am curious. I would be curious in that Bobby and I have both, we feel dizzy, like
Yeah.
off and on, just randomly. I wonder if anybody else is feeling that. Have you ever heard of that Schumann? What is that called?
Human resonance. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we're picking up on that and we don't, because I don't keep track of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh? We should figure that out.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah, really.
next one.
All right. Well, Marie's on deck. What do you have for her?
All right, Marie. I don't see the. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, Marie. Let's see what we've got here. First thing that comes through is your spirit team says is really watch setting the bar high for yourself. Um, because it feels like you set the bar really high, and then if you can't get over it, or if things don't work out, and then it's almost like you beat yourself up, and then you kind of put yourself down, and then it puts you in a depression or makes you sad. And they're saying, you know what, lower that bar. It feels like that you're trying to do a lot of things at once, and of course we all like to do everything right. That's kind of should be the name of the game. But some people are perfectionist. We don't feel like you're to that point. But it just feels like they're saying, try watch your thoughts about what you say to yourself, and especially about failure, because they're saying, failure, it gives us a reason to, um, you know, work on something different. That's the name of this game. That's why we came here. It wouldn't be any fun if we never had obstacles. So that's what comes up for you, Maria. And you might feel like that you've got several, like you're at a crossroads, because they're kind of showing me three different places. And when people get stuck, this is usually what Spirit Team says. Um, Thank you. Go with your gut feeling. They said that one of your decisions, whatever it is you're on the fence about, is really going to stand out to you, and you're going to know that's the right choice. So that's what comes up for you, Maria.
Okay. Hope that helps you, Maria. Then let's go to Leora. We got a lot of our regulars right out of the gate.
Okay,
Leora,
good.
that's
That's
one.
what we want. Our own little community, like our own little pod,
Yeah.
tribe, I think is what they call it. I call it a pod. I'm like in the aliens, in the Matrix, they
Oh,
stay in
yeah.
pods. Okay.
Huh.
Don't know where that came from. All right.
Hmm.
Let's see, Leora. Let's see what we got. Okay. I'm very drawn to your shoulders, up in the back of your neck and your shoulders. It feels like you're holding and of course I'm no doctor, feels like you're holding a lot of energy and a lot of stress there, and even in the jaw area. I don't know if you clench your teeth at night. I sure do. That's why I have a lot of teeth issues. But it just feels like stress, um, and really here in the shoulders as well. Your spirit team is saying movement, of course, is good. Even if you go like this and like that, anything that can get rid of stress. Thank you. Even the stress balls, I don't know why they're showing me that. It looks like a tennis ball, but it's spongy and you squeeze it. They said that would be very good too for her, just to kind of to get the energy flowing in the body, because it feels like the energy is getting stuck like right in through this section. Um, and something too about the pillow that you sleep with at night, whether you sleep with one or one's too high or something. Maybe adjust a pillow, or try sleeping with a different pillow, because it just feels like so many things are affecting your neck area. Um, and of course, the body is the last place that energy, that's where disease can start. Not that this is going to make you have disease, but that's how diseases, it's dis-ease of energy. So try to get that energy flowing. Again, they brought it up twice about maybe doing some kind of yoga or stretching would be very beneficial for you. And if you sit down a lot, like Bobby does, they're kind of showing me somebody at a computer that's sitting. Make sure that you get up at least every hour and try to move around a little bit. Um, So that's what comes up for you, Leora.
Okay. 7 o'clock. I'm going to get up and start walking around.
Okay. And I go, Bobby, I can't read. I can't see anything. Or else you'll be snoring. And I'll have to wake you
Yeah,
up.
really. Or I'll be so dizzy I'll be passed out on the floor.
Yeah. If you see me like, whoop, and hear a thump, then yeah. Good thing
Yeah.
I'm going for that scan tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Mahala.
Mahala. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got going on here. Boy, they instantly show me the top of her head, boom, and it just is exploding in a good way. Like a lot of great ideas. We see so many great ideas, but it feels like a lot of them you don't follow through, or you don't do anything to pursue these ideas, or they're kind of showing me like you might start this and then you don't finish it for one reason or another, or you might start that. Kind of reminds me of maybe um, you know I'm kind of like this. If when I would read books, I would have four books going at once because I never finish one and do another. I just do one and then I never finish it and then I go to another one. And so that's kind of what they're saying. This might be the time where you'll find this happening more and more to you. And again, it doesn't mean like you're going to be like this your whole life. It just means they kind of give me the general about 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 months. And they're saying try to force yourself to finish something that you start, because there is a sense of satisfaction when you get things done. That's like why a lot of people like to write lists, because at the end of the day, if I've marked everything off my list, man, I've had a good day. So that's what they're saying is make yourself do it. Thank you, Irene. And one of my grandsons we had a little friend over here, and we had dinner, and he reminds me of you, Bobby. He'd eat all of one thing and then all of another.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, I don't like this, but he ate that first. And I go, why would you eat the things that you don't like, that you don't like? And he goes, because I like to save the best for last. It was so cute. He's little, Isn't that funny? Like
Hmm.
little, but that's kind of what they're saying is like, finish, maybe do the things you don't want to do first, and then save the fun things for later. So that's what comes up for you, Mahela.
Okay. I don't know about you. I like to eat my dessert first. That
Oh,
way, if I get to the point where, I get full before the meal's over, there's just crap I just didn't eat. So,
yeah, yeah, that's funny.
all right, let's move on. Carrie, welcome
All right.
back.
Hi, Carrie. Let's see what we've got here. Boy, instantly I'm really drawn into your heart. I feel that you're going to really start to get a soft spot for animals, if you don't already have one. I just see you kind of rubbing between a little kitty cat's head, between their ears. Um, just the compassion. So I don't know if this is just you're out helping people. You might, thank you. There might even be a day when you, um, not that it would be a full-time job, but maybe sometimes work for places that help, um, maybe in shelters for animals, or there's a lot of things that people do, or maybe you'll even take things to shelters. This is kind of what comes up for you is you would be a wonderful animal communicator. um, Cats and dogs and even horses and uh, all kinds of critters. It's so funny they said even bees.
Hmm.
And I don't, I kind of love bees. There was a great big bumblebee out back yesterday. I was watching him on my flower, and it's kind of fun to like talk to them, and then like say, oh, can you move, to the yellow flower, and see if they do it. But here goes Bobby, his hit.
All right.
But it's just fun. That's animal communicating or critter communicating.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
it can be done. It's fun. And I was sitting out there last night and I go, Irene, I want, show me a cardinal. I'm not kidding, Bobby. The minute, and there weren't any cardinals around. The minute I said that, a cardinal flew right like not above my, but like where I could see him perfect, right across my yard.
Did he crap on you?
No, he
Oh,
waved
all right.
and I waved. I said, hi. But yeah, okay. I'm already getting loopy. My God, what are
No,
we
no.
only half hour in?
Oh, no.
So yeah, so for getting back to Carrie, I just see you feeling sorry for a little, it looks like a kitty cat. So, and that might spark things, kind of open it up um, and help you to work on communicating. Let me tell you, if you can do telepathic communication with humans, you can do it with animals. So that's
Mm,
for you, Carrie.
okay. All right. Now we go to Charlotte, our resident cheerleader here. Just
Hi, Charlotte.
remind everybody what she says. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the algorithm. Um, and also share the video. Well, she's got
Wow.
it down, doesn't she?
Yeah, thank
Um,
you, Charlotte. Wow, I feel like if we ever make money on this show, we need to, slide her a fee.
yeah, it may be a while.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
all right, she'd like a reading. What do you
All
have for
right.
her?
All right, Charlotte, let's see what we've got going on here. They instantly showed me you grounding, and I mean, you must really work on grounding because I mean, they showed me your feet just went straight to the center of earth, and they just showed me you like spinning around, almost manipulating the energy and the energetic field around you. Whatever you're doing, your energy in your home, it feels like it's really moving, um, almost as if it's a vortex. Um, and you're standing inside of this vortex. I'm asking spirit, what is this? It doesn't feel like it's a train station. I call them train stations, kind of weird, where souls will come because they're attracted to that spot or location. Some of the souls that are lost that can't cross over. And then they will kind of come in homes where I've seen it before, like where vortexes, and then they help them cross over. I'm kind of getting that feeling. Thank you. Irene said it's more like working with the grids of the earth. I don't know if you've ever done that, Charlotte, um, but it feels as if they're saying you could walk outside and pick up where the energy is really active, and you'll know that because your feet will get really heavy. This may be something that you start to notice and work on, and you really don't even have to be outside. You can pick up on a lot of the grid systems and things like that in the home too. Um, and they're even showing me a dowsing rod. So funny. That this might be something that you work with too, but it all feels like you're going to start to really work with Mother Earth and the land, the vortexes and the grids. So this should be really interesting. I went through a phase where I did things like that too. And again, they keep showing me that you'll know that you're in a spot because it will feel like you have magnets on your feet and it will kind of make you stop there. And that is when you can either pull up energy from the earth to help you with your energetic field, and it can also, you can transmute energy that's no longer needed, and you can almost send that into the earth too and help her to transmute some trauma and some energy that she needs to release. That's why earth, Mother Earth has volcanoes and the storms. She's alive. It's like us. That's how she releases energy. So they're just saying that people like Charlotte that do this kind of work can help Mother Earth kind of release some of the stress and tension. I know that sounds crazy. It's making sense in my head. And I have heard of this before. I'm not just making this up right now, Bobby. So quit rolling
Mhm.
your eyes. Charlotte will know what I'm talking about. Tell him, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh my God, right there. I am a grid worker. She just wrote that.
Oh, did she?
See, I do that now, and I'm always sending Gaia excess energy. See?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to you too.
Yeah, that's all right, Charlotte. He's not quite that versed with stuff like this.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Debbie Castle.
Hi, Debbie Castle. Boy, we have a lot of our little tribe, don't
I
we? I just
know.
love
We've
our
got quite a
tribe.
bit. Yeah.
All right, Debbie, let's see what we've got going on here. First thing your spirit team is saying, they show me your arms going like this, and they're saying, if you want something, then don't let anything stop you. And we're not saying go out like, and rob a bank or nothing like that. But it just feels like when you want something, they said, don't let a little tiny obstacle get in your way and then, make you turn around and say, well, this is undoable. Everything, not everything, but things that are worth getting seem impossible until it's done. So keep that in mind. Just some things are going to take a little bit longer and you're going to need a little more patience. Um, I keep seeing a vehicle too. Even things like that, if you want something even material like that, even if you're like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get that, it's really not up to you. Put it out to the universe. They'll figure it out. It's their problem. They'll figure it out how to get it to you. Irene is so funny. She goes, she could get on The Price is Right and win a car, or go to Oprah, but she doesn't have her shows anymore. She said, get a car. So there's a lot of ways, and I got to tell you, and this is, they're kind of throwing this at me a lot too. Inner contest, any contest, and it doesn't have to be for a car. It could be any contest that you see, and they say, oh, write your name and number down. They said, do it. Sometimes with the way the stars are aligned, and of course I'm no astrologer, but sometimes we're just luckier. And it feels like this is what's coming in for Debbie. So, and this
Wow.
is so funny. I used to read this little magazine called Woman's World. And in that magazine, although it's tripled in price, they have all of these. There's a sheet where there's all these contests you can order. They keep showing me that over and over. That might be something you can get, Debbie. It's called Woman's World. It's just like one of those tabloid magazines. Um, but it has, and they said, enter as many contests as you can. So that's fun. And when you win
Mm.
something, Debbie, get on our show and tell us what you win.
Yeah. And don't forget to buy your Powerball tickets too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Elise from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Long
Hi,
way
Elise.
away.
Yes. All right. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Instantly, I feel just a burst of excitement when I get into her energy. It kind of feels like when I know I'm getting ready to go on vacation, you know how it builds up, and then like the last day I'm cleaning, I'm about ready to explode because I know next day I'm on vacation. It's kind of the energy I'm getting coming for you, Elise. Something very exciting. I hope you have something planned to where you can get a break. Uh, Thank you. Some things too, it feels like you might have a couple of surprises that just come up. It doesn't have to be a huge surprise. It could be, but sometimes you might have an unexpected guest. Somebody might come and you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't even know you were coming. This is fun." Or somebody might call you out of the blue and say, "Hey, you want to go have lunch? I'll buy." Or something like that. So it's just little unexpected surprises that we see. Um, and there might be a big one in there too. Um, it's funny, they instantly showed me like a box, and the box came off and there was a ring in it. So I don't know if you could already be married, but they're just showing me it's like if you got a ring, it feels like you might be getting another one, or else you're going to be getting married. There's something here. And it feels like it just came in very quickly.
Wow.
So even if you're not in a relationship, you're like, that's never going to happen. Never say never. And if you are in a relationship, then maybe, you're getting some new jewelry and we just blew it for you. So it's not a surprise now. But we'll be very curious to see if you do get that ring. and it looks like a ring. It's not a necklace. So
Really? Well, maybe it's a nose ring.
people, hey, my daughter-in-law has that. Ugh, I don't know how you could do that. It would hurt.
Yeah. All right. Now we go on to Gary.
All right. Hi, Gary. All right. Let's see what we've got going on here. First thing Spirit shows me uh, is a fire. And whenever I think of a fire, I think of the protectors and I think of the shamanic um, drumming. But they're kind of focusing on like fire energy. I'm not really well versed in this, um, but thank you. But they're talking about the directions. Um, I know in shamanism or whatever, the directions are big. You face this way for something, and east and north. That might be something that you might snoop around in and kind of see because it feels like, thank you, feels like the direction of the west is calling you. And what that means for me, what I'm getting from your guides, is maybe face that way when you can, and especially if you're trying to manifest. Something about the West is what they're saying. Thank you. It could even be, I know in feng shui, a lot of times, you know, West and South and Southwest. I mean, that plays a big major role in feng shui. So it's going to be something about the directions coming up for you, and the wind and the fire and the rain, the water, the fire. It's going over my head, but and wood, I think. So that's going to come in big for you. Now I know Gary always likes to work. Wants a message from Mother Mary too, um, and she does come in. She has a pillow in her hand. And it's almost as if she's saying, lay your head on this pillow, like rest. It's like she wants to comfort you when you're resting and she's comforting your mind because she says your mind never slows down. It's never peaceful. And she wants to help you bring some peace into your mind and your thoughts and ask her. She can help do that, especially when you go to sleep. When you lay your head on the pillow, ask for her to come in and bring a sense of peace. She's very powerful. You don't have to be Catholic. I can feel her energy super strong. So she really is a divine energy and she's here to help you. So ask for peace when you lay your head on the pillow, Gary.
Okay. All right. We've got time for one more before our intermission.
Okay, I thought, holy cow, is the
No,
hour
no,
and a half up? That
no.
went quick.
Our alphabet message is coming up.
Oh, okay.
Let's get to Miley here. What do you have
All
for
right,
her?
Miley. Let's see what we've got coming up here for you. Gotta tell you, they show me motorcycles. Um, Whenever, I'm too old now, but when I was younger, I never rode one, but I rode on the back of one. I used to love it. If I was dating somebody that had a motorcycle, I thought that was just so much fun. Carefree. I didn't have a worry in the world. That's what we're seeing for you. And you may actually be on a motorcycle at some point in some kind of a parade. Who knows? Maybe on the back of one, maybe you have one. I don't know. But it just feels like, even though I know 4th of July is over, it's that kind of energy that I'm picking up on is the get-togethers, the cookouts, a lot of people doing the same thing. That's kind of what we see for you. And you might even help orchestrate a lot of this and get the same kind of group of people, and it's fun. And maybe they are showing me cards too. Maybe, euchre, spades, something of the Uno, whatever. We do see some of that coming up for you too, Miley. So have fun. It feels like really summer fun. So good for you.
Good. All right. We ready to do some alphabet messages?
Yep.
You're all set.
Yep. I am.
Okay, for those people that don't know about alphabet messages, Sherry is going to provide a spiritual guidance or a spiritual message to everyone either listening to the show right now or through a recorded version of it in the future. It will work both ways. We've actually heard people confirm that. Now, everyone watching the show right now needs to select a letter. Letters are going to be A, B, or C. Don't think about it. The first thing that popped into your head, that came from spirit. If there's a little bit of a gap between my saying that and you're thinking the letter, that probably came from your mind. And we want the letter that spirit gave you. All right, so now Sherry's going to provide a spiritual message to all of you based upon the letter that you selected. Sherry, you ready to go?
Yep. Okay. So what I do before the show is, of course, I call in my protection and I call in my guides. So they, they're the ones that give me this, and I write it down because I'm going to forget what they said. All right. So if you chose A is for attitude. When you choose this letter, it's reminding you for you to check your attitude. Are you in a hateful mood or angry? If so, ask yourself, why is this feeling coming up for me now? And that is, of course, if something doesn't happen that triggers it. These are just random. Um, you won't get the answer right then. You could, but chances are you're not going to. But when you do ask, you will receive. And what you're doing is you're going to rewire. If you have like constant negativity, if you feel like you're constantly judging people, some of these negative emotions, this is what they're wanting you to work on to rewire it. And the way that you do it is you stop it in its tracks. And then you address it right there. And then you can even replace it with something positive. That will help to rewire your brain and your thoughts. Okay, so now if you chose B, in fact, I think I'm just going to take this up right here. If you chose B, and this stands for blank slate. Envision every morning that you have a blank chalkboard in front of you. Write on it how you want your day to unfold and what positive emotion that you want to experience throughout the day. So as your day unfolds, then kind of keep a tally of how many of those positive emotions that you experienced. Let's say I want to feel, happiness or compassion. And then so keep a tally. And when you create at the beginning of your day, this is setting your intentions for you to have the best day possible. Another thing that I do, right before my feet hit the floor, I always say, Lord, what is the best thing that can happen to me today? Sometimes doesn't mean I have a great day every day, but it means a lot of times something really awesome will happen. I'll think, wow, I didn't even think about that. So be open to new possibilities. All right. So now if you chose C, this is for empathy. When somebody pushes your buttons, before you react, try to put yourself in their shoe and wander to yourself. What would cause them to act or say what they just did? An example. We don't know what's going on in other people's lives. And a lot of times when people, ruffle our feathers or push our buttons, a lot of times we'll take it personal. But it might not have anything to do with you. One example is, I'm sure all of us, we've been on the highway before and somebody will be right behind you, tailgating, almost weaving behind you and like honking and, flashing their lights. And, a lot of times it depends on the mood. You might want to slow down and think, oh, I'll show them, but how do you know, like, maybe he's got his wife in the car and she's ready to have a baby, so you don't know what is going on for the other person. So I guess the name of this game, if you chose C, is, um, just be compassionate. And you don't have to understand everything about people. But again, we don't know what's going on and what causes people to act or say what they do. So that's what comes up if you chose C. So those are the alphabet messages.
Okay. Well, I picked A, so I've got to check my sarcastic attitude with some of the things that you about talking to trees and
And rolling your
Mm.
eyes. And maybe it has something to do with your videos. They're a little on the sarcastic side. Well,
They
that's
are
good
a little
though.
bit, yeah,
Kind of a good thing.
yeah. That makes them funny.
Yeah. Mine was B. Mine is to start with a clean slate. Sometimes, it's hard to do because I have so many things on my agenda for the day. Because I'm like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that, and that, and that, and that. And everything's timed out perfectly. And if one thing messes up, oh, then, it just snowballs. So,
Mm. Okay.
and then, yeah, it's the way it goes.
Well, let's get back to the readings.
Okay.
Um, we go to Harley. She did request a reading in a subsequent comment, so it may not say it there, but
Okay. Did you
there's
say she?
no, Harley,
Okay.
she,
Yeah.
he, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So let's see what we've got going on here. Boy, instantly in Harley's energy, the back of my head right here, instantly, I feel a lot of pressure. And this is always like one thing Spirit's saying is a lot of stress. Maybe I don't know if you're under stress. Do whatever you can do to get rid of the stress. But I also, this is like to me the mouth of God. This is the chakra right back there that feels like it's really starting to come online, which is telling me that your connection with God or the angels or your spirit team is really starting to up it a notch. And you're going to start to feel it. You're going to start to feel it not only in the back of your head, but you're going to start to feel, you might even feel, because the more I'm in your energy, the more I'm feeling it. Almost like your body is kind of vibrating a little bit or shaking. To me, that's like a higher energy that comes in. Don't be surprised if you start to feel this coming in. And this is just your body is always the last stop. When we have these energetic boost, I guess we're saying, we can do it on the all kinds of the etheric levels first, but the body is the last one. It kind of takes longer. It's more weighed down, I guess, but they're just showing me like your vibration. So you're probably connecting with nature more. You're probably maybe doing more meditations. All of these things, even more of the healthy eating, maybe trying to drink more water. These things will help raise your vibration. They're also showing me too, your dreams might really start to get fun, really colorful, and so real. So pay attention. And so many people, and this is for anybody out here, when you go to bed at night, ask your spirit team. That's the best time for them to work with you because your analytical mind is taking a time out. Ask what you want and then see where your dreams go. I love dreaming. I tell you, if somebody were to ask me, what do you love to do? I think the first thing I would say is sleep. Sleep, well, eat, sleep, and dream because I love the dream time. Remember me telling you, I think I travel all night long.
yeah.
And so that's what comes up for you, Harley. Um,
Okay. Do you ever remember your dreams?
oh, yeah.
I mean, like longer than 2 seconds after you wake up.
Yeah.
Really?
Hmm.
Because mine
And
disappear immediately.
really, mine, um, yeah, mine can be like almost scary sometimes because I gotta tell you, water is the universal language in the psychic world for emotions. And when I have a dream and I'm seeing a storm, Like if I see a really bad storm where the clouds are black and a tornado, I'm like, uh-oh, because I already know something really bad's going to happen. And I'm always right. And, or even like, any kind of water, if it's murky or real rough water, it's not good either. If it's really crisp and clear water, like pool water, that's cool. But yeah, if I'm seeing a storm, it makes
Mm.
me very uneasy. So
Hey,
something to keep in mind.
yeah. All right, so let's go to B.
All right. Hi, B. I love that. Let's see what we've got here for her. Um, Boy, your spirit team loves flowers for you. Thank you, Irene. This is fun. I haven't thought about this in years. I used to get up on platform and there'd be a lot of people in the audience and I give messages to people. And sometimes we would do what is called flower messages. And people would have, like, say I'm up there giving messages, I'd have a bouquet of flowers. I may have one daisy, I might have a rose, I might have a tulip. And then I'd say, okay, and throw it or hand it to somebody and then give them a message off that. That's what we see you would be really good at is the different flowers and the energy. Each flower holds a different energy. And the more that you can plant flowers, I love to water my flowers outside. And they said you'd be really good at being like arranging flowers. You know, the jobs where people arrange flowers and the bouquets for weddings or funerals or things. They said she would be awesome at that. And it would just be so grounding. So anytime if you can plant flowers or plants, and get out there and just watching them grow, it just is really going, you just have a green thumb and it's just really going to burst your energy. um, and and I tell you one thing too, they're saying that you can do, plant two little flowers or two plants exactly the same, give them the same amount of light, same amount of water, but just one, talk to it and send it love, it will grow 2 or 3 times bigger than the other one. That will
Mm.
prove to you energy and your thoughts, they're powerful and everybody's are. And that's one way when people really need, when they're analytical, they got to see stuff to believe it. Do something like that. And that's for everybody listening. Try it because I'm telling you, it works.
Okay, well, that was an appropriate message because B's username is positive energy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I should do that little experiment. I should get two little plants, have them behind me every
Oh,
week, and then I'll talk to one and kiss it and love on it. I won't be mean to the other one, but I just won't give it the attention, and we'll see.
yeah. Well, you got to feed them both, water them both.
Well, I know they get the same amount of light and
Yeah.
water.
All right, so that should be interesting.
Hmm.
Let's move on to Christina.
Okay. Hi, Christina. All right, let's see what we've got going on for you. Um, Instantly, they showed me bowling. I don't know if you ever bowled. Many years ago, I was bored and I didn't really have any friends that wanted to join a bowling league. So I just went into a bowling alley and I said, hey, I want to be on a league. They put me on a league. I'm not kidding you, Bobby. We came in first place. And there were like all these teams. But it was your handicap in it because we kind of sucked. It made us first. But they're kind of showing me that for you, Chris, that just you may not have to join a bowling league, but it just feels like a lot of things where you could get out and meet new people and have fun. And we see that. I know bowling can is hard kind of for me a little bit, but just things like that. Thank you. They're also showing me cards. Um, Maybe getting together with some neighbors or friends or workers or whatever, and setting up, hey, do you want to play euchre on Wednesday night or Friday night? Things like that we do see coming up for you in the near future. And again, some of this you might have to instigate. You might have to get out there and start knocking on people's doors, so to speak. But we see where that could really be fun for you. And Yeah, because they're just showing me like little snacks and things of this nature. I don't know if you're trying to cut back on sugar intake because they just pushed a bowl of M&Ms in front of you and you didn't take any. I cannot walk past a bowl of M&Ms. I could be stuffed to the gills and man, I will eat because they're just so colorful. It's like they're screaming at me. Um, but she just showed me like so it feels like you're going to be kind of be maybe cutting back on the sugar, trying to eat a little more healthy. And as we know, that's eventually would make you feel better. But so we just see a lot of really positive things coming up for you. Um, I don't know if your knees hurt. I am drawn to one knee. Of course, I'm no doctor. And they're just saying try not to, if your knee starts to hurt, try not to overdo it. Try to maybe take it easy a little bit. Sometimes I'll get aches and pains and try to power through it, and then it almost makes things worse. So something there's, I'm really drawn to the knees here and even the hips a little bit. Might be some little bit of exercises on the hips, a little stretching, certain things maybe that you can do. So that's what comes up for you, Chris.
Mm,
Boy, that was all over the place, wasn't it?
yeah.
I
Huh.
love the way that her team is really chatty.
Mm. All right, let's move on to Trinity.
Okay, all right, Trinity. Let's see what what we've got going here. Um, I hear your spirit team say dream big. I don't know if you're a big traveler. Um, I'm not a really big, I don't really travel out of the United States, but there are people that travel all over the world. I work for people that go all over the world. And that's what we see for you. You may not be have something planned now, but what they're saying is we see that you will travel outside of the country, and this sounds funny, several times in this lifetime. Now, that sounds like an odd question, but if somebody said that to me, it probably isn't going to happen because I'm not, like I said, I don't go out of the country
Yeah.
really. I'm just not a traveler.
You don't have a passport, do you?
I actually do because I went on a cruise. I did go out of the country
Mm.
once. Didn't really care for it. Um, but they're just showing, and I got to tell you, they're showing me Egypt. So I don't,
Mm.
it feels like there's some sort of a connection here with Trinity and Egypt. And again, this could be 5 years out, but she might start to feel more and more of a pull, like she's really getting interested in finding out things about Egypt, the pyramids, things of this nature can be very significant for her.
Mm.
So
Wow.
that's what comes up for you, Trinity.
All right, that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy.
Okay. Hi, Brandy. Let's see what we've got going on here. Your team is saying kind of slow down a little bit there because it feels like you might start to get overwhelmed because it feels like mm, there's a lot of task. It's like you're doing a lot of things, as we know, the more we do, then the more chances we have of things not getting done properly or you're missing things, and it just is stressful. And Spirit is asking you if there's things that you can take off of your list of things to do. And this could be in the home, and it feels like it could be in the home too. A lot of times they'll throw me into the work arena, but this feels more like home. You might feel like people are starting to come out of the woodwork, asking you to do things or help, things of this nature, and they're just saying, just do what you can do. There's a nice way to say no, because you can only give what you got, and they're saying because they're showing me literally a candle burning at both ends of the stick, and yours is getting pretty small. So this is when we have to use caution because again, the body is the last place. Um, and if we don't, your body's going to give you little hints to slow down. And if it doesn't, it will see to it that you do. So that is one thing that we are seeing is kind of slow down a little bit. And uh, if things don't, and then they're kind of taking me into one arena real quick. Um, sometimes when we try to do things, if we feel like we're beating our head up against the wall, just trying to, of course, we're not saying just give up right from the get go, but if you try something and try it again and try it again and try it again, and you're not getting anywhere, that's your cue, you're off track. Because when our life is flowing, we know we're in the flow. But when everything starts to get hard, then it's time to kind of take a step back, regroup, and think, you know what, I'm off track. Let's get back on track. Do what you can do. People think, well, I don't know. If you really think, a lot of times we can tell, we know when we're off track. And we can pretty much pinpoint why if we give it enough thought. So that's what comes up for you, Brandy.
Okay. I hope that helps you, Brandy. All right, now we go to Rusty Woodpecker. We
Uh,
finally got him this week.
Hi, Rusty
Yeah,
Woodpecker.
I know you posted last week, but we somehow didn't get the link.
Yeah, he might have come on too late. We talked about that earlier, Rusty, how we passed some people up. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we get a feed from our software application, supposedly directly from YouTube, and evidently sometimes there's a few glitches that don't work out very well. But we got you this week.
Okay.
Sherry, what do you have for him?
All right. Okay, it's kind of fun. They kind of show me you sitting back and relaxing a little bit. It feels like you might have been busy, maybe doing a lot of physical work or maybe even mental work, but just busy. And they just kind of literally showed me you in a recliner chair like you're at the movie theaters. And you may not be going to the movies. I love the movies. And I think it's just the whole world. I love it. And we see that for you is just take time and relax. It's okay. It's okay to take time and not, even if you have things that you feel like you have to do, it's okay to not do them. And so that's one thing that comes up for you. What else is this? It's so funny. Um, okay, this is going to sound weird. I instantly felt like your mother just stepped up and made you sandwiches and is handing them to. Isn't that funny? Because I almost feel like, oh, I miss her. I miss her, the little things that she used to do. Um, so see how my voice turns different like that? That's when the spirit comes in. So she's really coming in for you, Rusty. Your mother's coming in, and she wants me to tell you that you're not alone. And it's funny. Notice how I said sandwiches. There were two sandwiches. Like she's going to sit down next to you, and just relax. So if you want to talk to her, if you miss her, or any of your loved ones on the other side, talk to them. The minute you do, they're there. You're not going to hear them, but tell them what you want. Tell them a sign. Don't say, give me a sign. Tell them what it is that you want. What you want to see. Just like when I told you earlier, Bobby, I told Irene, my girl, I said, I want to see a cardinal, Irene, and boom, here it comes. If it doesn't come automatically, it doesn't mean they're not listening. You got to work with them. And after time, they build up their energy too. So that's what comes up for you, Rusty. And here we go with the saying, the worm will turn. Remember that, Bobby? We had a whole thing. Um,
Yeah.
they're just wanting me to tell you that if you felt like you've got, the short end of the stick or things haven't worked out, the worm's getting ready to turn in your favor. So that's the message for you, Rusty.
Good. Good message there. All right. How about Polly? What do we have?
All right. Okay. Hi, Polly. Boy, instantly, whoo, the minute he said your name, my stomach, oh, just like a lot of energy in my stomach, which tells me you're an empath and you're picking up on a lot of people's energy. Um, we would like to see you do energetic clearings every day, however you do it, just with your intention, release other people's energy. You're picking it up. People are probably really attracted to you like a little light, like a moth, in the darkness that are all attracted to the lights. Feels like people are just going to come out of the woodwork and want to talk with you, strike up a conversation with you. It's because your energy. But you also must understand they are attracted to you For well, it could be for different reasons, but like for we're on the energetic level, is when they do come, they might walk away feeling great, and then you feel a little depleted because you got to seal your energy. Because again, whoo, I don't know if you have stomach issues too, but this is all energetic, is what I'm picking up on. Work with balancing all of your chakras. If you don't know what chakras are, Google it. And just when we say balance them, kind of make sure all of them, we're just saying seven. There's a lot more. Work with, just go like this and make sure they're all the same, because your stomach chakra feels this big, and your heart and your throat and everything else feels small. So it feels really, really off kilter. So that's what comes up for you, Polly.
Okay. How about Judy?
All right. All right, Judy, let's see what we've got going on here. We see a lot of change coming up for you, even like new hairstyles. And they're just saying there are things. If there's things about you and your appearance that you don't like, this is going to be the time for you to change a lot of things. Um, it could be the clothes you wear. You might want to, lose some weight or gain some weight or do exercises, whatever, but it feels like this is going to be your year to where you can really, they call it transform. The things that you're able to, and they just say, boy, you just really have a lot of, thank you, a lot of willpower. And they show me you powering through a lot of things. One thing too, on the flip side of that, they're showing me that when you feel off kilter, when you feel sad, or when you feel depressed or angry, feels like you want to be busy, busy, busy. And that's because you don't want to feel the emotions. And your spirit team is saying just sit in silence. Don't have the TV on, the radio on. Just sit there and feel it. Um, because I got to tell you, they're taking me back to your childhood, and it feels like there's a lot of childhood trauma that feels like you might have stuffed down. And so this can be where, now that you're ready, it's kind of like when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. So now that you're ready, your body's thinking, and your guides are like, okay, let's transform it. Let's get rid of some of this. You can only stuff things down so far. So that's, I could talk to her teams. Blah, 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 they talk so much, and being a people pleaser too. They're saying you don't have to be a people pleaser. You're perfect just the way you are. So that's what comes up for you, Judy.
Okay. 15 minutes left. Let's go to, well, Beatrice had her reading, but her mother would like a reading too. Her mother's name is Esperanza.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got for Esperanza, Irene. Okay. Your spirit team says, we love the way that you're a good listener, because you can hear things or pick up on things, very subtle things sometimes, that other people don't. And you're a good advice giver. And you know that saying sometimes, oh, mother always knows. Sometimes it's true in this case. It feels like, thank you. Your spirit team is saying, pay attention to that gut feeling, even if you're the only one that thinks it. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be correct in the way that you feel about another person. This could be sometimes, maybe if you just meet somebody and you instantly either like them or you instantly don't. That can be a lot of things going on that you're picking up on, and maybe that other people don't. So that's what comes up for you. Yeah, and sometimes too, they're saying, um, like giving advice, wait till you're asked a lot of times. you might already do that, but if you don't, especially here in the next couple of weeks, unless somebody asks for your advice, they're saying it might be best maybe just to keep it things under wraps and to yourself. And just let the cards fall where they may. Because it does feel like, again, your intuition is really going to start to kick up a notch. So that's what comes up for Esperanza. Did I say that right? Probably
Yeah.
not. I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Amazingly.
I know. I'm shocked. Ah, okay.
All right. Let's go with Maricela.
All right. All right, Marcella. Let's see what's going on here just a bit. Okay. Um, Again, I am really drawn into the neck, and it just drops all the way down my back. Of course, I'm no doctor, but I'm feeling just almost like a statue. I have as you can tell, I have a lot of arthritis, and I have it in my back too. Some days are worse than others. And that's kind of what we're picking up on too, is like a lot of the stiffness and the stuck energy. Um, and they're just saying, watch the way that you bend and the way that when you go down. Make sure watching the twisting of the back. Um, and it just feels like it's the back, the hips, and even everything, the knee bone's connected to the hip bone. It just feels like everything's boomeranging here. You're out of alignment. Um, Almost kind of feels like me. I don't know if you have one leg that's a little shorter or a little taller than the other. And that can cause a lot of issues. Could even be the way that you walk. Or because I think I'm kind of like that too. It just throws everything off kilter. And then
Yeah.
you start getting, aches in the knees and the back and everything. So I guess they're saying work on getting alignment. Doesn't mean a lot of people don't like the chiropractors or anything of that nature. But even maybe trying different shoes um, might help, or different things you put in your shoes. So that's kind of what we're picking up on here. Um, is it feels like that you might seek out some kind of help with the back, the hips, and again, it just feels like it goes all the way down the entire back. So that's what comes up for you.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody.
Okay.
Megan.
All right, Megan, let's see what we've got going on here. You may feel like here in the immediate future, like you're taking, one step forward, then two steps back. You feel like things are going good, and then it's almost as if when things are going good, you're waiting for, something bad to happen or the shoe to drop. They're saying try to get out of that thing, because it might feel like that for a while, where things are going good and then they're not. Things are going good, they're not. But that's okay. When they're not, then that's okay. Just take a step back. Maybe that is an opportunity for you to do things a little differently. And again, they kind of show me you beating your head up against the wall. When you're trying to get something done, or you want things to change, you can't keep doing the same thing. You got to change what you're doing. So that's kind of the message for Megan. If you want a different result, then do something different. And this is funny too. They're saying there's a lot of ways she can cut on finances. Um, like even at the grocery store, impulsive spending, things that it just feels like she's going to trim the budget, so to speak. So
Mm,
that's what comes up for Megan. Not that you have to. Just because people, trim the budget doesn't mean they're poor. It means they're working on not being poor, and they're
yeah.
trimming the fat. There's so many things that people could spend money on that. If I had a dime for every time I bought something foolish, I'd be a trillionaire, honestly. So, all right. So that comes up for you, Megan.
Okay.
Not that I'm spending money foolishly. You might be too. but it's all right. It's only paper.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Maria. What do you say?
Okay. Hi, Maria. All right. Let's see what we've got going on here. Instantly, I feel like your spirit team is saying, focus on your breath. We're seeing a lot of shallow breathing. And it just puts your body and your mind into that fight or flight mode. And it's like not relaxing. Try to breathe in as deep as you can, hold it, breathe out, hold a little bit before you breathe in. Try to set your timer every hour to do that. Something about the breath work they say will help calm you. And it'll help center you and bring you into now because they're showing me a racing mind. You might always be thinking about something in the future. Always, always, always. Some of these may never cease to exist. Or you might always be thinking of something in the past. They're saying that the breath work will help with anxiety, but it will also bring you into the now. And that's where we all should try to be for the most part, is in the now. Um, I don't know if you're wanting to do any type of painting, not like painting flowers, but like painting your walls or sprucing up your place, because this may be something that comes in the very near future for you too. Is doing a little bit of, mm, I guess I want to say detailed work, maybe painting some walls, moving furniture around, things of this nature, just to kind of get you out of a rut. So that's what comes up for you, Maria.
Okay. All right. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead here. I'm going to go to Lorinda right now because last week she had made the request for a reading and the the feed did not come over correctly from YouTube. There was a glitch.
Okay.
And so hers never came over. So I wanted to get her reading this
Okay.
week.
All right. All right. Hi, Lorinda. Let's see what we've got here. First thing, instantly around you. This is kind of cool. When they show me a rainbow around you, but it's not just a regular rainbow. It is like the God and the angels and your guides have filled your entire aura up with like a rainbow. That is real. I don't know as if I've ever seen that. That is super cool. Um, it is coming in on a lot of, guess they're really pulling me into you, um, down really into the core of you. Feels like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, and you're needing help. They want me to tell you there's hope. We see light at the end of your tunnel, even if you can't. It doesn't mean it's not there. They just say, don't give up the hope. Don't give up the hope, is what they say. And they show me that things can really turn around very quickly. They want you to go back through your past timeline. When things aren't going good, when tragedies happen and we don't think we're ever going to survive, guess what? You did. And when things are going great, they don't last. So even regardless of what is going on, if there's tragedies, if whatever may be going on in your life right now, your spirit team says this too shall pass. A lot of help coming in. Make sure you keep asking. Ask for help. Um, and even if you have to ask 100 times a day, that's okay. Because, boy, the minute I did that, I just feel like floods of energy are coming in, even in your home and all around you. Um, they just keep wanting, they show me hands like this. There's literally like they're putting you in their hands and they're holding you. So I don't know what's going on with you, but I got to tell you, you're in good hands. So just keep the faith is what comes up for you.
Mm, okay. I hope that helped you.
Okay.
Let's go to Elizabeth.
Okay. Hi, Elizabeth. Let's see what we've got going on here. Um, they kind of showed me you like turning your back to somebody. Like there's maybe some sort of an argument or something of this nature. I thank you, Irene. When they show me things, they drop everything in my head at once. Um, and again, people think that sometimes spirit will show me things that haven't happened yet, just to kind of give you a heads up on maybe might spark a memory, like like, oh, maybe I should pause a minute, because that's kind of what we're seeing here. Is they're saying somebody may say something or do something, and it feels like you get mad like really quickly, or it really angers you, or hurts your feelings, and they're just saying try not to jump to conclusions just yet. I guess they're saying kind of give the person the benefit of the doubt, and just kind of let the cards fall where they may, and just kind of sit back. It just feels like it might be a big misunderstanding. So, and sometimes things, I do this in my mind. Man, somebody will say something, and in my mind, I have created an entire, you know, movie about of what I think is going on with that and everything. And that's what they're saying. Just try to, just try to, try not to act too swiftly is what they're saying. So that's what comes up for you, Elizabeth.
Okay. All right. We have time for one more reading.
Wow.
I know we've missed a lot of people here that want a reading. We haven't been able to get to them, but that's okay. If you didn't get a reading today during the live stream, then after the show is over, in the comments, request your reading. In the comments, Shari will give you a reading tonight or tomorrow morning. If you had a specific question you want answered, post that question too. Shari will get back with you. So you'll get a reading one way or the other tonight. Either it's live or it's through the comments, one or
Can,
the other.
yeah, can I say one thing? Like if I have a bunch, because they'll start coming in a lot and a lot and a lot of. If I don't get to it tonight, because I've got to go to bed early because I have a really early morning. I will get to it tomorrow, and people will post things, Tuesday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday. I try to check it every day. And so if I see it, I'm going to answer them. So
Yeah.
just kind of
Okay.
want to let people know that if I don't answer it tonight, it doesn't mean it's not going to get answered.
Yeah.
So,
And, that's one of the reasons why we are opening up a second show
right.
because we've had a lot that we couldn't get to in this hour and a half. So beginning July 18th, we will be doing a Saturday show, 10 a.m. Eastern Time,
Right.
for an hour.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help you today. But
Yeah. There's that sarcastic Bob. Didn't
I
you pick
know,
A? Oh,
I
that's
know.
funny.
Yeah, I did. I did.
But,
All right.
well,
So
yeah.
let's get to our last one. And it happens to be a newbie.
Okay.
Karen, what do you have
All
for
right,
her?
Karen, let's see what we've got going on here. All right. First thing that comes up is your spirit team is saying, they're showing me a raccoon and they're saying, take that mask off. So many times, and I've done, I still probably do this a lot. We try to alter our personality into what we think the other person will like the best. And the reason that we do that is because we don't feel good enough. Your spirit team wants me to tell you you're perfect just the way you are. And the more that you love you, and the more that you accept you, and even all your flaws, because let's face it, we all have flaws, then you're going to find that people are going to come out of the woodwork. More people are really going to love that authentic you. And it's so much easier too. This is why when people first start in relationships and how they always think, oh, it's so bubbly, it's super, it's great, it's because everybody's on high alert. It's like they're all on stage trying to their best behavior. But then when people are, start to let those guards down, take the mask off, then that's when some relationships start to crumble because the true them is shining through. So they're saying start off from the get-go, just be you. And because that's perfect just where you are. We see a wonderful Um, I just hear Spirit say there's a lid for every pot.
Hmm.
And what they mean by that is there's somebody for everybody. Um, and gosh, all right, slow down, Irene. I was getting thrown into uh, Bobby, into your daughter's energy when I said
Uh,
that. Isn't that funny?
yeah.
Um, so that's what we see coming up for you. Um, thank you. They showed me like a firecracker, a little sparkler, I guess, not a firecracker, sparkler, and we love that. Um, we like 3 for you. We're going to say we love about 3 months out. Um, oh, and don't be surprised if somebody from your past that you used to know, maybe went to school with, haven't talked to in a long time, might circle back around. So that's what
Hmm.
comes up for you, Karen.
Okay. Well, I hope that helps you, Karen. And I think that'll do it for the week. Another show in the books.
Yep.
So, um, not this Saturday, but Saturday after, we'll have another one. Um, start the bi-weekly or the twice a week shows. So,
Hmm.
for all those that we missed today, uh, be patient. We'll get to you. Hopefully, the extra hour will open up time where you can all get your readings live with Sherry rather
Right.
than through the comment section. So,
You know,
thank-
I'm kind of reading over here. I got to tell you, I only get a few of the comments, but I can see some because they go by so quick. People are so supportive of other people. It really is like our own little community here.
uh-huh.
You know, people are regulars, they know each other, and it's just like just people are really nice the way that they like help each other.
Yeah,
You know, it's
good,
really wonderful.
good. No trolls so far,
Yeah,
but
I got to tell you, I am very surprised. I thought for sure that people would get on here and bash me and make fun of me and
yeah,
you know, but we haven't had anybody like that.
no, nobody. So
Yeah.
that's good. Maybe if we, if they distribute it out to a lot more people, that it may attract one of those trolls.
And our regulars will crush them, I think. So,
Well, I can put them on timeout where
oh,
they won't show up anymore in our feeds. So,
oh, okay, good.
all right. So that's it. Thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in for today's show. Thanks to all of our guests who agreed to share their readings with everyone else. We hope you liked them. As always, if you have a topic you'd like us to discuss or a question for Sherry to answer, put that down in the comments section and we'll try to make that happen. Maybe even next week. And if you'd like to book your own private reading with Sherry, go to psychicshari.com, click on the Schedule Now button. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as click on the little bell icon to be notified when new videos are posted or when a live stream is ready. That should do it, everybody. Thanks a
Hmm.
lot. And
Okay,
we will see you all next Wednesday.
okay. Bye, everybody.
Take care.